A very wonderful morning, fellow Nigerians across the globe. As you already know, I am George Unibi. My apologies because I've not been around for some time now. But it's not as if we are going anywhere. And even if we wanted to go anywhere, we will keep them busy. Because one of the most useless comments from Nnamdi Kanu when we discover his criminality activities was that they should leave me, that I will soon fizzle out. But he don't know anything about me. We just believe that it's our right to self-determination. It's our right to have a good governance, our right to love, protect, preserve everything about us. It's our right to be human. And then you have some criminal element out there doing everything they can to destroy your people, deploying the most dangerous strategy used by the imperialists. And somewhere along the line, they say we should keep quiet. They are waiting for us to fizzle out. They are waiting for us to get tired. But unfortunately, the Peking will say, Mama no go sleep, he no go sleep. It's not with this truth we already know. Most especially now, it should be obvious to every Nigerian that we are on the verge of another dispensational shift. The verge of another dispensational shift. What happens after now will define how our life is going to be, how our lives are going to be run. I mean the next generation. It could take 1,000 years. Check since 1914 till today. It's how many years now? It's over 100 years. But don't forget that before 1914, there were people who have fought war for 32 years. War to preserve most ethnic groups within the West African region. A war that is not of their making. A war they know nothing about. Nobody talks about these people because of betrayal. The same thing happening today. You see, there is a lot that Nigerians must learn. And when you come to our platform, understand, we are not looking for validation. We will not blackmail any of you. We will not burst your bubble, rip off your emotions so you like us. The truth does not need defense. We must unleash it. The only way you can benefit, forget about who you are when you are here. Because if your people commit, we will call them out. If my people commit, I expect you to call them out. Emefiele is my brother. He looks like he's the worst armed robber in Nigeria today. It's okay. We are not crying about it. Emefiele have a call to answer, and he must answer to that call. But we only pray that when they are done with Emefiele, they should replicate the same thing to other corrupt politicians. This is our value. This is who we are. But if they did not, the case of Uduaghan is still there. The case of Ibori is still there. The case of Alamesia is still there. Very soon, people will begin to ask you questions. Yoruba criminals, what did you do about it? I mean the politicians. Hausa political criminals, what did you do about them? And so when you are doing it to my brother who is a criminal, Emefiele, and you did it to Alamesia who is a criminal, and you did it to Ibori who is a criminal, I hope there is no criminal from any other region. Because this is not about busting anybody's ego. This is about for us to change our ways. And believe me, I don't think I have what it takes. But I know how to initiate the process. And when the time is ripe, this truth you have been hiding from, it will catch up with you. It's just a matter of time. So when you come to this platform, see yourself as a human. Now you are in Nigeria. And now that we are entrapped in this same idea and concept, we all have to survive. But not on the estimate, not on the detriment of other ethnic groups. That is exactly what the imperialists did to us. And that is what some of our own brothers trying to do to us. And with this mindset, I want us to look at the message I titled, Be Acquainted with the 3 most dangerous strategies used on the game of the throne that is being deployed against Nigerians. There is a movie titled The Game of the Throne. I have never had much interest on this movie until it should be about 9 years ago. We were having misunderstanding in the DOS of Nnamdi Kanu. I was like always on the offensive. And so once I see what they are doing that is not good for other ethnic groups, the same thing they are complaining that Nigeria is doing to them, this Igbo Biafra, I will call them and say, but this is what you are doing to other people. They didn't like me for that. But it was too late because they know I am not somebody they can fool around. But some of them were bold enough to confront me one-on-one. One of them is China Sanguru, always supported by another idiot they call Azaya Oba. There are others like Austin Abanyim who see no evil, say no evil, pretend, but they are not of my concern. But let's bring up China Sanguru. China Sanguru is said to be an Igbo man, but none of them know him one-on-one. None of them. The only person that know who is China Sanguru is Nnamdi Kanu. Till tomorrow, there are circulating of pictures out there that this is China Sanguru. But they are not sure. They are not sure. There are speculation about him, but he is the masterminder of all the atrocity going on in the Southeast. Look at, they don't mention his name. He's always on Twitter trying to brainwash Igbo people, how Yoruba hate them, how Hausa hate them, trying to instigate Igbo people to carry out war, to do protest. He's in Kuwait. He sleeps in Dubai with our money. He fights against the Muslim more than anything. But he is married to a Muslim woman, giving birth to Igbo children that may never come home. What does he have to lose? Each time you are calling Simon Ekpa and all these people, you know Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa know what they know. And Simon Ekpa was not protecting anybody's interest. He was out there for the money. Go and profile Simon Ekpa very well. You will see he's not an Igbo man. He is part of the Acquainted people carved into Ebonyi State. You know, each time you hear Izzy and Iku, you will not understand. Each time Igbo people tell you, oh, we own the Southeast, you will not understand. But they have been conquered. The Gala people right there in Anambra have been conquered. The Gala people right there in Enugu have been conquered. Akwa Ibom people right there in Abia State have been conquered. Go and ask Abreba people. Without their resilience, without their determination to remain uniquely as Abreba people, they are gone. Is it Enugu you're going to talk about or Ebonyi State? So Simon Ekpa knows the game. He's not playing you on the offense. He is sitting on the fence. Anyone you want, he gives to you. But the real issue here is China Sanguru. But at the end of the day, I learned from them. We were having this conversation, and China Sanguru said that he must inform me that what they are doing is the game of the throne. You see, there are a lot of mind-boggling books out there. If those who wrote that book knew it was going to benefit blacks, they would not have written it. But yet, in plain sight, they hide many truths. It's just like your Bible. It's not about the religion. It's about your ability to disciple that book they call the Bible. It is a combination of theories, knowledge hidden in plain sight. The interpretation you give to it is left for you. That is why the Bible says that there is no other interpretation that should be given to the Bible. Because those people who were at that instant giving this recommendation knew, or they want you to know, that the Bible can be given different interpretation. And that is when people who do not understand talks, and look at them. May God open your eyes to see the wondrous truth in His word. And His word is our word. And so China Sanguru plainly told me that what they are doing as Igbo people is game of the throne. And if you have watched the movie, you have followed series by series, you have read the book, you will see there are a lot of moral lesson in that book. And so I took my time and I studied the game of the throne. And so the question should be, who owns the throne? And who are the people playing game over that throne? That is how Nigeria comes in today. They use three main strategies in that game of the throne. And this is the three most dangerous strategy. It could be analyzed ethically, in terms of ethical behavior, religiously, character-wise. You could view it from different angles. But because of time to be able to present this message to you comprehensively, I choose just three, which is common among us. And so China Sanguru made it clear to me, I must understand that what they are doing is the game of the throne. And now, let us go back a little bit. If it is the game of the throne, somebody must own that throne. Today, you are in Nigeria. Each time they call you giant of Africa, I know somehow you are puzzled. How could they say we are giant? Nigeria is not the largest country in Africa. What makes us giant? Nigeria is not the most prosperous nation in the world. What makes us giant? Nigeria is a home of empires. A home. Nigeria is more than what you know. And so it came the time when they fought over Nigeria, the game of the throne. The Europeans could not stand alone anymore because they were people on their way. But remember, the Northern Protectorate was not part of this game. They were conquered by the Muslims, maybe Saudi Arabia, Islamic nation. They were not part of this issue. But then on the Southern Protectorate, there were so much there for them to take on. And we have to defend ourselves. Then it is not very clear because we have not asked questions. We did not bother to know what gave the formation. But we knew that there was uprising in Opobo. A man called Jaja of Opobo, originally an Igbo man that was sold into slavery, took the responsibility to defend Opobo people. They rewarded him for him. They loved him for it. Opobo fought a war because there were people backing him up. I'm coming. And then they moved on down to Benin. They fought a war for hundreds of years to defend the empire. Before the reign of Ovaromi Ogbaisi, Benin was being defended by people, invisible force. Do you know why many people say they migrated from Benin? The ancient Benin Empire built a formidable military outfit that could not be undermined. And that is where my Agbo, my Eka people comes in. We had our own flanks of the army that defended this southern protectorate. They could penetrate Lagos. They had the betrayer in Badagry. We know the history of the Union of Ife and the king of Badagry. We know that story. But that is not the purpose of this day. I'm trying to bring you out to where I belong to. And this imperialist met a force they never bargained for. But we were weak. That is why they overrun us. We were not aware of this strategy. That is why they conquered the ancient Benin Empire. Now hold on. When they cross Opobo, whether they were coming from Calabar, whether they were coming from Akwa Ibom, whether they had to get to River State, or they decide to go to Bayelsa, or they come to Delta State, they were going to meet a force they will not be able to undo. They call these people Ekumeku. Ekumeku warrior. I'm coming. This Ekumeku warrior fought. They have a large number of them right there in Urugudu. Our duty, or the duty of my ancestors, was to make sure they will never cross Abo to enter Benin. Not through Warri, not through Abo, not through Uromi. Ekumeku warrior have barricaded every way. The most fierce warriors of this Ekumeku were right there in Urugudu. They knew that that place was not a place you need to stroll by. I'm coming so you appreciate why we are doing what we are doing. And so these imperialists, whether they are Portuguese, whether they are British, whether they are France, these ancient terrorists invading other people's country, not only Africa, have to mount signboard in my community and wrote the signboard. They knew we are Agbon people. They changed it to Agbo. It's okay. But they wrote Agbo. They put Boji Boji Agbo, Boji Boji Owa, and put it on the signboard. Because what Boji Boji mean originally is not Boji Boji. What Oyibo wrote is Boogie Boogie. Go and consult your dictionary. But we, based on our intonation, began to call it Boji Boji. And so Boogie Boogie means a dangerous forest where criminal hide. Listen to the story correctly. A dangerous forest where criminal hide. This is our hometown. Oyibo, now the terrorist, is coming to write history that forest is not our own. We are criminal hiding inside that forest. That is how we become Boji Boji Agbo. And that is why when I see Igbo people telling me, you migrate from me, you migrate from me, I don't know how to help you people. But very soon, there will be no need to separate the wheat from the chaff. We will consider every grass to be grass, if that is what it will take for our people to know the truth. And so Agbo you know today, the Eka people you know today, we are not a bunch of lazy lunatic people looking for what is not looking for us. We know who we are. We respect everybody for who they are. Tell me, the whole Nigeria, where did Oyibo people acknowledge that there are criminals? If it were to be so. And when somebody say you are a criminal, you must have taught them here. But who is the criminal? We, the British, the Portuguese, all these terrorists, imperialists, who is actually the criminal? Right there in our land, they gave us name. Dangerous forest where criminal hide. I know. Amane no on the abo. Ototo anu amani hiwe likusef. Iba yorugudu iwa boji boji owa, boji boji abo. It is an official document. They simply called us a forest where criminal hide. This is how we came. Send this video to Igbo people. Send it to Igbo Biafra people. That is why what Ned Nwoko is doing, what Mbata is doing, what any of you are doing, it's not going anywhere. You are trying to fetch water from the stream with a basket. It's impossible. Now, I do not give the glory to only Agbo people, only Eka people. No. They saw the threat that was coming. Now, Shekili was bearing the brunt from another angle. The Oba of Benin was bearing the brunt from another angle. The Ata of Egala was suffering his own on the other hand. And then right there in Opobo, I'm talking about majorly the people that confront the imperialist. And so, it requires for them to mobilize their youth. The Yoruba have their own problem. Because then, the Yoruba in Benin Republic and other parts were aligning. But it didn't work. Yoruba have moved on. But right here, the pressure was much because of the Atlantic Ocean. They were trooping in. And so we have to set barricade by barricade. And what happened? They gathered the youth who could defend the land. It was no longer important whether you are a Bibio man, you are Efik man, you are Anang man, you are Benin man, you are this one man, you are that one man. It does not matter. As far as your land runs across that area, they mobilize this youth. They were never to be named. They were meant to die. And if they must die, they decide how they were going to die. The mission was simple: protect our land or all of us die. They started pushing the war on different fronts. Some of them were in Aruchukwu and other areas, across Bayelsa, down to rivers, when you hear of Wakreke and the rest of them. These warriors were the product of Benin. Maybe Benin people don't know, or maybe they've forgotten the history. But you notice Igbo people before now, they don't talk about Ekumeku warrior. But recently, they knew that when you trace us back to Ekumeku warrior, they will see the truth. So they are on the line now telling you the story of Ekumeku warrior. I listened to one Igbo man yesterday analyzing about the warriors, Ekumeku warrior. He now said that Ekumeku warrior means secrecy. Ekumna, 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 Ekumna. And now, they know how to change everything to become Igbo. Their name is Ekumekum. And the Abo say, Ekukom, Ekukom, Yamani Howo, Ekum Lekum. We will not say what we are meant to do. We will not say what we represent. We will not say anything to anybody. Once you are not part of us, if you get here, you will collect. It's correct. It's secrecy. That is simple. Like IPOB was trying to develop a monster that would have destroyed the whole Igbo people because of their greed, betrayers. This Ekumeku warrior fought, and around 1900 to 1910, they couldn't break through. The colonial master could not break through. They have only two options. One is to negotiate with the people of the land, and the other one is to go back and form another frontier. While they were planning what to do to us in the Berlin Conference, they were planning to send fake troops to negotiate with us. Now, those people who had the say at that time call off the Ekumeku warriors and ask them, please go back. Let's hear these people. If they did not come in terms with us, we'll activate you, and then you move on immediately. And so this youth, majorly, that is how they went to that land called Anyoma today, comprises of Osimiri, Ndokwa, Anyocha, and Eka, and they settled there. They were waiting for those who went to negotiate to come and tell them. Till today, nobody answered them. That is why when they tell you about the amalgamation document, they don't want to tell you who signed the document. They were betrayed. The Ekumeku warrior were abandoned, heartbroken. They set up a map, a terrain on how to save themselves from themselves, betrayers. And with time, they started going out to bring in wife, bring in sister, started growing. That is how we came. And so for 1,000 years, we kept quiet and watched Igbo Biafra people rewrite our history. Oh, they are the Ekumeku warrior. Ekumeku. Africa never talked. The imperialists never talk about any country they invade and met resistance. They can tell you about Shaka the Zulu. They can tell you about the Ethiopians. The next people they will tell you about is the Ekumeku warrior. Very fierce. Why did I bring it out? That dispensation is gone. And it ushered us into a dispensation of negotiation. And today, look at Nigeria. It is run by negotiation. And now let me bring it back home so you get it clearly. I was listening to my brother Shiwore. Let me call him my brother until he loses his knot completely. He was analyzing Nigeria, why Nigerian problem require revolution. Revolution implies that there must be act of violence. Shiwore, bring your children back to Nigeria. Bring your wife, bring your business, come to Nigeria. We will lead the violence for you. But this was what he was saying. He cited Ken Saro-Wiwa matter and said that Ken Saro-Wiwa, what belongs to the imperialists, Ken Saro-Wiwa say is Ogoni own. That is why they killed Ogoni. People would have made call and they would not have killed him. All the people who were supposed to make the call, nobody made the call. Did he lie? No, he didn't lie. But he was not saying it to save the next generation of Nigeria. He was saying it to make Ogoni people support him. He was saying it to make people get angry. He was saying it to make us insult the system. It's part of the strategy. I'm coming. But what I want you to see from that comment or that statement or his press communique or interview he issued was simple. They began to negotiate our future from our behind. Our president, our politicians, they negotiate with our future in the hand of other people. That would have been a better way for Shiwore to explain to the people so that we know who is our problem. But these people going out to negotiate the future of even their own children to the imperialists, they are not going to be spared. Because kingdom rise and kingdom fall. It's just a matter of time. You people don't not understand this world. Only what drives you is how much you have in your bank account. Only what drives you is the connection you think you have. Man, you are a mortal, flesh and blood. You are here today and tomorrow you are gone. No wonder a songwriter say it is very difficult for old age to come without a cause. Oh, you have money. I said, we are in a computer building, no? So we are part of a nation that is constantly being bargained, haggled. They discuss us, they sell us, exchange us, mortgage us. From behind the scene, they're looking for the throne. They know if Nigeria is freed from the clutches of the imperialists, Nigeria will not stand. That is number one. Because you will see a force, even these people calling themselves Nigeria is not aware of. As Obasanjo, he will tell you about his military might, how he was a general. As Ojukwu, as Agu Ironsi, as all of them, Buhari, Babangida, go and ask all of them. Go on, all of them. But now, it is the external force that is protecting them. Because they see, there is more in Nigeria they don't know. And so they use brutal force. And each time they use brutal force, they inflict injury on the people who will make things worse in the nearest future. Now get it. If Nigeria has to divide today, the imperialists allow us to go. Nigeria will develop in less than 5 years. And this development will spread like a virus across Africa. You begin to hear something like North Korea, South Korea, South Korea, Korea, Chinese, Japan. All of them were one before, but they had something unique. All of them can offer. And so when they tell you about King Jong-un, when they tell you about this one and that one, when they tell you, you think these people are bad people. These people know what they know. And so Nigeria, at the end, if they recover themselves, there will be no Nigeria again. And so they are negotiating. They know we have to be one Nigeria. Resistance didn't start today. That resistance is in the blood of Ijaw people. And believe me, till the end of time, they will continue to resist. And now, they come to a place that they can't even trust anybody. And you see that war you are looking for. It runs in our DNA. We don't make noise. Go and ask of where I come from. They call us in the two Birogun. But are we going to look for problem? How can you contain me? Igbo Biafra. How do you plan to contain me when you are saying, oh, we divide Nigeria into three? He divided. Who the heck are you? But we know of the game of the throne. And so the imperialists came and divided us. They negotiated, and the northern and the southern protectorate become our one Nigeria. And then, under that fraudulent moment of amalgamation, they negotiated our future. Are you telling me that the constitution of 1999 by Abdulsalami Abubakar was actually we, the people? They did it on our behalf. And so they have to keep Nigeria one. To hinder growth in Africa, and to make them to continue to gain from that resources. But then, like I said at earlier point, we are moving towards a generational shift, moving into a different dispensation. But the next generation are not going to be as privileged as we are. Because we witnessed it all. We've been there. We were able to adapt. And it's still changing. And finally, we are in the era of what they call artificial intelligence. But while you are celebrating artificial intelligence, they are moving into biotech, biological technology. They have done the analog. They have done the software. And now, progressing into the AI, artificial intelligence. They have tried to look at technological revolution. But now they are going to fuse biology and technology. That is when you will see the real danger of the artificial intelligence. They've not been able to make technology and biology to function simultaneously. And maybe this may be the technology we will not witness. But we saw it all. From the analog to the software to the revolutionary age, we were there when there was no TV. We saw black and white TV. We were there when your refrigerator used to have exhaust like motorcycle. We witnessed it when you have to use hands to wind motor and drive it. We saw that music instrument that look like, what do they call it? It looked like horn and be playing. We saw it. We saw turntable. We saw cassette. Yes, we saw plate. Turntable plate. We saw TV with the door. We saw radio with the door. Yes, we saw it. DVD. We saw all of them. You went to USB. We saw all of them. Flash drive and hard disk. We saw all of them. We blended to all of them. We are very fortunate. Automatically, it looked like we are the gap between the ancient and the modern. The modern are not yet born. So you listen to me clearly. I do not expect everybody to understand my message. But calm down and listen to what I want you to see. Because all these things I want to see, maybe in the next 20 or 30 minutes, it's just 3 things I want you to pay attention to. So what do? We keep calling them out. We keep calling them out. And now, the 3 most dangerous strategies so far. Number 1 is blackmail. Blackmail. I need you to go to the Igbo flank of our one Nigeria. What they are doing there is looking for how to blackmail Yoruba or Hausa. Nothing more. When you look at the Yoruba on the other hand, they are still doing the same thing. Look at El-Rufai now, crying about terrorists. Give El-Rufai time. They will tell you that Tinubu is the one funding terrorists. If you are on social media now, we are beginning to see pictures of Boko Haram wearing Tinubu cap with 8 sign. And so you have to destroy them with blackmail. Lie against them. Say things that will make people hate them. It's a strategy of the Game of Thrones. Go and watch that movie. But don't forget, the throne does not belong to them. So to get the throne, they will lie against you. Now, let's come back and look at it from a simple angle where you will get it. Jesus was everywhere. According to Acts of the Apostles chapter 10 verse 38, he said, "For God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that were oppressed by the devil." Acts 10:38. But this same man who was going about doing good could not be touched by anybody because his hands were clean. And so what did they do? They started blackmailing him. He said he's God. He says he's the Son of God. He said he will kill the temple. He said he will do this one. He said they have to blackmail him. They lied against him. And how far do you think a nation like that will go? Just to destroy him. Today, I was with IPOB. We were actually looking for a structure. They know they are not looking for Biafra. And then all of a sudden, their mission was clear to me. And I only told them the truth. Where I come from, I am too small to go to my king, to go to my elders, and tell them this is how we should do things. They don't do it where I come from. Follow the right channel. And they knew it was not going to work out. They are still working on it. But meanwhile, they have to blackmail me. So my word will be useless when I come out. But don't worry. We have evidence. So what did they do? Judge Onibe stole money. Judge Onibe do this one. Judge Onibe do this one. Judge Onibe do. There is nothing they didn't say about me. They don't know me. But they must kill my name before they can kill me. Today, look at the social media. That is exactly what they are doing. Nigeria is a zoo. Nigeria cannot walk. Nigeria is this one. Nigeria is this one. This one is this one. Ikwere are lazy people. Oh, you can see the goddess of Igbo now. A girl born by Ikwere woman for Igbo man. It's not the one blackmailing Ikwere people. Ikwere are lazy. And they know Ikwere no go do this. And they know they have a lot of Igbo people, supposedly Igbo children born by our sister to Igbo people. They have recolonized them to blackmail you. They are not the one doing it directly. But watch the background. Blackmail. Go and watch the language of people saying they are uniting in Igbo. Watch the language of IPOB. Watch the body language of all these P2B movements, whether coalition, articulation, or obituarization. Watch all of them, their body language. It's the same thing. They must look for somewhere to blackmail. Let Tinubu mess now. P2B will say, yes, it's good to flat, but as a president, where you want to flat, you go to China and bring one machine that can convert your flatting to energy. That's what P2B will tell you. You can never see anything good in this government. And so don't expect it. Blackmail. How could they conquer the whole race? They come and meet a few of you that seems to be relevant. If they can't destroy you by principle, they destroy you by drug. But you must be blackmailed. Did you not read Chinua Achebe? He said the white men are very clever. When they come, they say that our religions are evil and they replace it. That is why they entered us. And most of you still believe it tomorrow. That your religion is evil. I see some people see it. Because you have fake pastors, does it mean that all the churches are fake? Because you have fake Muslims, does it mean all the Muslims are fake? I've not forgotten Ezazaki. Was it not a fellow Muslim that is destroying him? But their beliefs are not the same. And when you talk about traditionalists, are they all the same? Where I come from, we have the people we call Ugbebulu. We have the one we call Dibie. We have the one we call Ndi Ebunshi, Ndi Achuejan. We have different names for them. We know who they are. Some are there to do bad. They don't do good. Just don't break the law. They will finish you. Some are there to intercede. And no wonder the Bible says, for it was he who gave the 5 ministry-fold gift to the followers. Some he made apostle, pastor, teacher, evangelist, and the rest of it. This is for the edification. They were native doctors that will kill you without mercy. There are native doctors that are doing good and defend you without mercy. They are different ministry. So how can you generalize it? Did God not leave Satan? After all the story now, did God not leave Satan? But I don't know if you understand. Somebody must be blackmailed. So the moment they put you down angle, you accept it. you are gone. That is why you see this Igbo Biafra. They focus on Oba Benin. Benin do this one. Benin. They switch it to Agbo. They move it to Ikwere. They swing it to Anyoma. Blackmailing us. It's a dangerous strategy. Don't keep quiet about that. Because when they say it over time, your children will think it's true. It's not true. Igbo Biafra people are learning the same tactics they used to put us on our heels. The colonial master. This is what Igbo Biafra is trying to do to the rest of us. And those of you who are looking for the throne that doesn't belong to you, right here in Nigeria, I'm sorry for you. I'm coming. That is number one strategy. Number two strategy of this expansionist criminal. They infiltrate you. The church has been of very good help to them. It started from the Catholic Church, which you already know. And they are using it to promote it with other denominations as we speak today. I need you to go and look at the church, a mega church that have general overseer as Igbo man. You will not see a Yoruba man pastoring there. They will not. I thought that since we are Christians, know ye no man according to the flesh, for there is neither Jew nor Gentile. No before where general overseer do. It's applicable to Yoruba church. You hardly see them giving vital position in the church to somebody who is not a Yoruba. Let's leave us out of this. But go and look at the mega churches pastored by those who are not Igbo or Yoruba. Because Wazobia are the one fighting for the game of the throne. No? We shall know who owns the throne at the end. But my major concern this morning is the desperation of the Igbo people. Towards we, they call sub-Igbo group. Towards we, they call minority. And I know in the coming days, people from the West will begin to speak up. People from the South will begin to speak up. Not to destroy anybody, so that we can live and let's live. Is that not fairness? Or should we call it equity, transparency, and justice? Maybe we'll look for a better name to call it. So, they infiltrate you. Enter inside your midst. Pregnant your sisters, born children, they will use against you. They just want to know you. But you see, lion don't give birth to cow. Cow can't give birth to chicken. And chicken will not have snake. Deal with it. And that is where our value system comes in. So why they play the game of blackmail? The next thing they do is infiltration. They have their platform. One is pretending to be asking for Biafra. The other one is asking to be Igbo unity beggar. And then the other ones are trying to be politically relevant. All of them are the same. But what is my advice for you fellow Nigerians? Most especially Igbo people. It is hard time you start giving your children Igbo name. Don't give your children Igbo name. Whether it is Wawawa Igbo, whether it is Sub-Igbo group, whether it is Igbo Igbo, whether it is Igbo Igbo, whether it is Igbo Biafra. Give your village dialect name to your children. You go everywhere now in Abo. They were more. Nwa diale. Nwa we more. Gwabgo mono. Chioma. Fandi Igbo. Esokwe fandi Igbo rokwo. Animal ya Korea no. Makeni hi onye mani lene ka. When one want to take advantage of many. Or don't you know that when you go to school and call your name, that they spell it in Igbo dialect, not in your own dialect? It has happened to me. I have to go to my children's school when they were in the primary school. The headmistress was Igbo woman. And when I say this is my son's name, he write it in Igbo. I was not careful about it until one day. I said, come. I didn't waste 1 hour. I went to their school. I told them, this is not my children's name. They may sound similar, familiar. They may look alike. This is not the same thing. The teacher argued and argued. I say, you will leave me with one option. I will either move my children from this school or you do what I ask you. You have to change their file. All of them. Do they have choice? Most of you have made the mistake. It is not too late. We know the name we give our children. But you will not understand what I'm telling you now. They infiltrate you to poison you, to tamper with your value system. Now, I saw some Igbo content creator people online, on TikTok. They were saying, in Igbo, who is the richest man in Igbo, in the whole Eka? Give us the name of the richest Eka man. And I smile. I say, child, Igbo children born by Igbo woman, Igbo children born by Eka people. I'm sorry for all of you if you know, open your eye. Oh, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. Hold on. Why did I bring it up? As an Eka man, Abo man, both parents from Eka, born, grow, butter, bread, everything in Eka. I use my leg waka komot. This is what I know. We have series of wealthy people. Do you know the largest poultry in West Africa at the early hours of Nigeria was owned by Eka man, Vicente Ebane? It was right there in Abo. The largest poultry in West Africa. As early as 1960 or even before then, they already have hatchery. So when they say it's the largest poultry, it's not because they were just training animal. They have incubator, even in the early 50s. As we speak today, Vicente Ebani's first son is in America. He owns fleets of aeroplane because that is his business. But Ebani cannot come out, in case you don't know who is Ebani, because the name all of a sudden don't sound like Igbo name now. But we did it for Jesus Christ. Let Jesus Christ judge it. Vicente Ebani is the one we call Urikese. The Urikese one. But even then, the Urikese could boast of their wealth. There was still another family there. We call them Forwarding and Clearing Agency. That is what we call that family in those olden days. Multi-millionaires. In those era where the filling station in Nigeria is not up to 30, there was a filling station in Nigeria already. Before you tell me you are importing container, we have one time run Forwarding and Clearing Agency. Do you know who this family is? Jim Ovia family, the Zenith Bank man. The Zenith Bank family cannot even talk to the Ebani family when it talks to wealth. Are we going to talk about about this day newspaper? Are we going to talk about Ndokobaibena and all these Nigerian people who have made, all these Eka people who have made it? No. Nobody knows who is richest or who is poorest. Not because we cannot ascertain who is richest or who is poor, but because it does not call for. And so by our value system, if I can pay my bill, I'm a rich man. And that is why we are not greedy. That is why we are not trying to take people's land. That is why we don't want to conquer anybody. We used to say, your big man now for your pocket. What exactly makes you big man? Your big man is inside your house, and it remains that way till tomorrow morning. And so for you to see Igbo people now who want to flaunt their wealth on social media and begin to copy them, my brother, you are losing your way, because it will only give birth to envy, jealousy, strife. You begin to fight against yourself. Go and look at 99.9% of Igbo people. They are the problem of themselves. They can shamelessly push it to other people. But this is the truth. Don't let them infiltrate you. Because when I talk infiltration, what exactly are they coming to do? Today you want to emulate the richest Abo man. Wait, man, we don't do that. And that is why nobody has gone into money ritual. Even watch these small boys doing yahoo. You can only do gra by what you can offer people, not by the motor you are driving. Because you bring out your own product, you call it 70 million. While you are there, another yahoo boy like you from the same car will buy the one more. There is one a car man in America. He's using artificial intelligence car already in America. The money they bought that car, I can't even mention it. He just wake up and enter his car. He was showing us the video. He just sit down and tell the car where to take him to. And when the car gets there, he say, what do I do? Should I park? Can I shut down? Can I move on? So if he has to go to 10 places in a day, he has booked the car. This is where you will take me to. And when the car is done, he will say, can I now shut down, or you still have further assignments? But it's Abo man. You will not see us on social media. We have arrived. We have the best car. It's not our value. So infiltration, when they begin to copy you, so you look larger than life, my guy, you are deceiving yourself. They have infiltrated you already. Where is the value system? This is the last defense that protects us. Value system, our last defense outpost. Don't let them infiltrate you. I won't behave like Igbo Biafra people. No, I'm not like them. They could be the tortoise of the land, and I'm the tortoise of the water. Deal with it. Are they not all tortoises or all tortoise in the orchard? That is number 2. And number 3, we have talked about number 1, distraction. And then number 2, infiltration. And then the final one. That is how they create this illusion. That is how they disorganize you, manipulate you. And at the end, you are gone. If you look at Nigeria today, those dragging for throne, they have set up strategies. Strategy to take over your land. Look at social media now. They campaign to unite Igbo people. Their target majorly is on River State, Ikwere people, and Anyoma people. They hardly talk more about Ado people, except to tell you that they are in 13 states. Why did they intensify the Ikwere people? Why do they intensify that of our Anyoma people? They want Anyoma land. They want Ikwere waterways. They believe when they get Ikwere, they'll be able to take the land of Okereka, Ogoni, and the rest of it. It's more than 40 years. Ikole people have told you they are not Igbo. Is it today you want to change the narratives? Why are they coming to Anyoma? They know that Agbo Eka people is a closed deal. They are not going anywhere. And so today, they want to use Asaba, Anyocha, maybe Osimili, to enter us because they can't go to Ndokwa. No route for them for Ndokwa. They know Ndokwa and Eka, they are not going anywhere. And you are a Asaba person. Don't you see what they have done Asaba to? There is one Igbo girl content creator, another Igbo man content creator. They begin to describe Asaba women. That Asaba women are Olosho, POS Olosho. He said many things degrading Asaba people. But should we tell you the history of Asaba? Should we tell you the history of Asaba? And after the war, Igbo people survived. Asaba didn't survive. Community have to contribute money and send their few surviving children to abroad. They never come back. Only few manage to come back. And when they come back, they are like 70 and 80s. They come to die. We used to call Asaba one street town or women community. Igbo people have entered. These Igbo Biafra people have entered Asaba, pregnated all. Go and ask Senator Ned Nwoku. Is he a pure breed? Is he a pure breed? Do I blame you people? Do I blame them? But if we're visiting all this story to begin to resonate this thing, it's not going to solve any problem for us. And I'm not here to cause any problem. But Oze Mekose, the one they have done before is enough. We cannot allow another one to happen. So you see them all around you, sponsoring criminality, looking for who to use. Don't allow them. Don't allow them. That is why today you cannot solve Nigerian problem. But we'll be able to solve that problem by changing our orientation. And that is why I'll have to bring the broadcast to an end. We must follow the curriculum for nature. Don't emulate them. They are the richest tribe, most intelligent tribe. This is everything. Don't imitate any of them. They are born to rule you. Don't imitate any of them. Because somewhere along the line, the truth will elude them. Every Nigerian generation, it doesn't matter whether you are a good one or you are a bad one. Because I've not said any of you are good one. I'm just exposing your crime against my people. Who are supposed to be your people? It is simple. The journey to enlighten all Nigerians is now. And we don't expect to get it right. It's just like the case of Nigeria. We're not looking a miracle that Nigeria will just change automatically. But we will change your perspective, your view of one Nigeria. And with time, they will know the truth. Now let's go back to the natural curriculum. As a child, learning to walk. When you fall, everybody will start clapping for you. You fall. They start clapping for you. Why is that? Because naturally, before you learn to walk, you must fall. But then as an adult, when you're trying to walk, you fall. They start mocking you. And this is because somewhere along the line, they think they now have sense. So as adult, you shouldn't fall. This is how we have been judging things as Nigeria. Our leaders in the past may have failed us. Our leaders today may have failed us. There are things we didn't take knowledge of, notice of before now. But it's okay. It's part of the process to building a stronger society and a bigger nation. Falling is part of it. You think we are here believing that Tinubu is our savior? No, Tinubu is not our savior. We are going to learn from Tinubu's failure and success. Because not until we deploy this mindset, we are not going anywhere. Igbo Biafra can shout Biafra, obedient as so rock for here till tomorrow. Awusa can form Boko Haram. All of you do what you want. You are not going anywhere. You must accept the natural curriculum. You have tried to hijack Nigeria. It didn't work for you. You have tried to fight war. It didn't work for you. You have tried to manipulate or it's not working for you. You are still trying to manipulate. It will not work for you. All of you will fall. But we will learn from there. Because I believe after all these things we have gone through as a nation, the next generation cannot afford to fail because the answer is there before them. And so most of you give up, fighting for the right cause. Because when you fall, they start laughing at you. When we started this broadcast on this path, one day I will give you the testimony. We fall, but we rise. We were not even started. I'm sure nobody's reminding me I'm living in an uncompleted building. Nobody's mocking me, he's hungry, and the rest of it. But very soon, you begin to hear that he's a criminal, he's a robber, he's a... No. It's part of it. So, fellow Nigerians, no matter what you are doing, you fail. You see those my Ikore brothers, social media awareness, Ikore social media awareness. Don't look for anybody validation. No. You are the social media defense outpost of Ikore people. In case you think of backing down, my brother, you're gonna wake up. Now daybreak. Forget about the challenges. Forget about, please. You see those of you in a car front trying to defend us, forget about the challenges. It's part of the process. We must face the natural curriculum. And those in power, let them do what they are doing. But they must go back and face the natural curriculum. The era of hang anybody, kill anybody is gone. The era to assassinate Azikada Kaburu is gone. The era to murder Saddam and Ahmadu Bello is gone. The era to murder people just to be in power is over. You can't kill Ken Saro-Wiwa again. It's over. They went there on behalf of all of us. Fellow Nigerians, you allow yourself to become instrument to take us to the back. Think again. This is where I'll bring the broadcast to an end. But humbly appealing to my car people, Igbo Biafra has agenda for us. Agenda that will destroy us. You will never be equal stakeholder with them in their Igbo agenda. You will never be respected. You will never be tolerated. All they want is to have access to your land. And maybe tomorrow I will tell you about the land. Because a lot of things has to change. Those of you who are lawmakers, there are things you should supposed to be considering. And maybe I have to review Nigerian constitution regarding to that aspect. Nobody will save us if we fail to save ourselves. Watch your content you are creating. Don't be stupid. There is one of our brother now, his own, when he come on social media, say, oh, Igbo asoka po, I'm an Igbo asohen yo, unko talent me Igbo, here, indi wo well your con, urachu okay. But after all, I'm one man, you will get it right. Let's put our energy on the social media. Let's know when the people looking for the game of the throne are deploying their dangerous strategy. And let's shut the door behind them. This is where I bring the broadcast to an end. I don't want to go deeper than this. And our next broadcast will continue from there. But then let me take some insult. Since I've not been around, some insult need to ginger me. I see Igumbo. I greet you, Igumbo. Good morning from here. My brother Oduguata, Uwoma, I greet you. I see Prince Armstrong. Wonderful, wonderful men. Should I say wonderful men of God? All the people I just mentioned. Wonderful, wonderful men of God. And who do I see here? I see Chukwuemeka. Of course, that Chukwuemeka now is not Igbo owned, so I know it's my brother. My boy killing you. George Chukwuemeka killing you. You see, that Chukwuemeka now, immediately I saw it, I know it's not Igbo owned. I'm not Igbo. It's okay. I greet you, Chukwuemeka. And who do I see? I see Leonard. And what did Leonard say? I see Uyi. I greet you, Uyi. Good morning from here. Mercy, I greet you. He said, I don't understand what Shuore is doing. Is it Tinubu the main problem? No. They are looking for relevance. They want to deceive us. They want to mobilize us to fight people who are not. How many are the people ruling us? But they have mobilized their people to take over our land. They can't mobilize their people to fight the evil. They are looking for another minority people, children, where they go use. It's a shame anyway. I say Prince. You say, I greet you, Mr. George. You are a great man. I'm humble, Prince Okuru, my brother. I'm humble. And of course, there are so many names here that I would have. I see, is it Guesty? Good morning, sir. Please, who owns the throne? Igbo, Yoruba are fighting for. Because it's clear that they are not the owner of the throne. Yes, Guesty. The truth is that they have their own throne. But they are dragging to collect another people's throne. Now, understand. The British have their own throne. I don't know Queen of England or King of England or King of Scotland or King of France. I don't know them. They have left their throne. Now they want to become King of Africa. And so these people have their own throne. But greed, they want to take our own. That is the game of the throne. What's the game of the throne? It's about uniting different people. One person must sit on that throne. And that is where the game begins. What they are looking for now, who will be the chairman of Idoma people? Who will be the director of Igala people? At the same time commanding the Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. Who will be the general overseer? They are looking for general overseer. A will that will never be. And because of that greediness, they want us to behave like them. They want us to reason like them. They want us to support them. Even when it's against our own value system. Even when it is obvious that it is our throne they are looking for. Who does that? We'll continue from here. All of you have a nice day. Igbo Biafra, when you come around, don't forget.